Jaren Jackson Jr. is one of the most confusing players I've ever seen in the NBA. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy 100 Points, and I'm back for another video. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving me. I'm over 100 subscribers now, and I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue posting the daily uploads. Now, let's get back into Triple J. Now, Triple J is one of the most confusing NBA players that I have ever seen. A 6'10" shooting guard, basically. I literally was watching the Lakers game the other day, and Jaren Jackson Jr. had the audacity to go out there and give me one rebound one game. So that was the first game that he played in LA. The very next game, he went out there and gave me 3 rebounds. But guess what else he did? He had 5 fouls each game in LA. How the fuck do you have more fouls than you have rebounds sitting at 6'10"? Now, I understand the versatility of Jaren Jackson Jr. I really do. I really like him as a player. But one thing about it is, I can understand his positioning. So he will roam on defense. A lot of the times you will see Jaren Jackson Jr. getting some perimeter contests and things like that. But some of those tendencies that he has takes him away from the basket. Another thing to add is his lack of physicality, though. He's not the most physical player. And with him being 6'10" and 240, maybe even 250 pounds, you would expect him to be a little more physical in that paint, especially when you're missing the big guy, Zach Edey, down there, because, Edey could probably bail him out of some rebound attempts. But he's just not a rebounding guy. And for him to play power forward and get some center minutes, he gets minutes at the center, you would think that he averages more than 5 rebounds a game. I'm just kind of confused about it. And hopefully Memphis Grizzlies fans that come across this video can tell me what's going on, because when I watch him play, he's just not engaged with rebounding. Like, that's just not his thing. It's never been his thing for his career. I just don't understand why. I get that he is a great defender, but let's be honest, guys, his defense hasn't been the same since he won that Defensive Player of the Year award, where he was averaging 3 blocks a game and 1 steal. This season, he's averaging 1.5 blocks a game and less than a steal a game. So I just really can't use that as an excuse. I just believe that he has no intentions on being a good rebounder at his size. And it's kind of confusing to me. Now, some good things that I've seen from Triple J is his improvement with driving to the basket. He has become a very good driver of the basketball. And I really like that for his size. It's a big mismatch when you're going against big man. And he also shoots the 3-ball very well. He can space the floor. He's really a traditional stretch big. When we look at Jaren Jackson Jr. this season, he's averaging 18.5 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 2 assists a game on 47.9% shooting, 37% from the 3, and he's a 74.8% free throw shooter on 54% effective shooting. Now, when we go and look at his year last year, when they were kind of running a different style offense, he was averaging 22 points a game, 1.5 blocks, 1.2 steals, 2 assists, 5.6 rebounds, which is basically the same as this year. And he was more effective on the offensive side of the floor, finished top 10 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. This season is a drop statistically for him. Also, his fouling is back up. His fouling is the highest it's been since his sophomore season in the NBA, and that is just a problem for me. When you're watching Grizzlies games, when he's not on the floor, it's impacting the game a lot. We cannot deny that he's usually the best player on the floor. Ja Morant, he misses a lot of games, so your number 1 option goes to being Jaren Jackson Jr. And that's also another thing with him. I don't believe that he's a number 1 guy. I don't believe that he's a number 2 guy. I think that Jaren Jackson Jr. on a competitive team should be a number 3 guy. I don't think that he should be a number 2 player or a number 1 player on any team. And I believe that this year is showing that with the drop of his statistics. Now, he did come off of an injury that he was dealing with over the summer, yet I feel like he's had plenty of time to get adjusted after that injury. And I just have not been seeing what I wanted to see this season, especially after getting that max deal. Jaren Jackson Jr., if you guys don't know, and I'm going to break down his contract right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. starting next year is going to be one of the highest paid players in the NBA at $49 million a year. Then he becomes a $50 million a year player the year after, and the year after, and the year after. I'm going to ask you fans your personal opinion, because I know mine. Do you think that he is worth all of this money? I really don't know if I can say that. And I'm not saying that Jaren Jackson Jr. is a bad player by any means, but there are things that I really want him to do that he's not doing. I want Jaren Jackson, for one, to post up more. I think that he is a very decent post-up player, And I don't think that he's physical enough when he's posting up. He settles a lot for that baby hook when he could really put some defenders in the rim. I need Jaren Jackson Jr. to give me more effort as far as rebounding the basketball, as far as not fouling. You have to control your fouls when you're playing. You cannot be on the bench. You're not a valuable player when you're sitting on a bench in foul trouble. And that's a lot of the times for Triple J. When he looks good defensively, he looks great. When he looks bad defensively, it's very bad. I mean, sometimes he just does not look like he knows what he's doing out there. And it's frustrating to me because I know what type of caliber this player can be when he's locked in. And I just feel like sometimes he has a lot of defensive lapses. He has a lot of bad tendencies. And I feel like the Memphis Grizzlies did not develop him the best way they could with that, because there's no way he's been in the league this long and he's still struggling with fouls. There's no way, especially with his defensive capabilities. He is a very athletic guy. I'll talk about Jaren Jackson becoming a better post player because when you look at his advanced shooting, 96% of his three-point makes are assisted. He's not out there creating shots from the three. He's not a big mid-range shooter. We can see 10 to 16 feet from the basket, the percentage of his shots, 42%. 16 and beyond, 0. He's not shooting those type of shots this season. He's not a mid-range guy. He's not shooting long twos. He's not doing that. It's literally baby hooks, drives, or three-point shots. I need more physicality, Mr. Triple J. Can I get that, please? I think a lot of Grizzlies fans would appreciate if you can come out there and average 8 rebounds a game. I know you can do it. Now, I've seen fan voting for the All-Star game. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not in the top 20. I don't know what the execs are going to vote, but I can probably assume that Jaren Jackson is not going to be an All-Star this season, which is a disappointment probably to Grizzlies fans and also Triple J. But we're going to have to see some improvement for next season, for sure, especially when you're making the big bucks like a star player in this league. So I just wanted to point out a quick assessment on Jaren Jackson Jr. I would love to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts in the comments. Once again, it's your boy 100 Points. I appreciate you guys for watching. I love you all. Thank you.